Am I the a-hole? Pranks edition. Am I the a-hole for making my boyfriend go bald? My boyfriend, 18, male, is a serial prankster. Classic stuff like putting hot sauce in my toothpaste, switching my autocorrect, so okay becomes your mom, etc. Mildly annoying, but whatever. He called me into the bathroom after a particularly stressful day and said he had prepared a bubble bath to help me wind down. He knew I had a Zoom meeting later that day, which I was really worried about. So he said he thought a nice bath would help dispel any negative vibes and make me feel calmer for the meeting. There were candles lit around the tub, relaxing music playing on his phone, and he added a green bath bomb he said had relaxing essences. I stayed in that bath until the water went cold. When I stepped out, I really was feeling calmer until I looked at myself in the mirror and noticed I looked completely green. I screamed, and my boyfriend came in, laughing his ass off. I tried having a shower and rubbing exfoliant on my skin, but the green didn't come off. I had to have one of the most important meetings of my life looking like the Wicked Witch of the West. So I decided to get revenge. My boyfriend is trying to become an influencer, and he had booked a time with a photographer to get some promotional shots. He went into the shower to get ready for the photo session, and I sat on the sofa, just waiting for the scream. When it finally happened, I rushed into the bathroom and took a photo of his shocked face. I had filled his hair mask jar with hair removal cream. He usually finishes his shower by letting the hair mask on for 5 minutes, so it was enough time for the cream to work its magic. My boyfriend's hair came out in clumps, making him go basically bald. He threw a fit. His hair is his most prized possession, but I couldn't stop laughing. So, am I the a-hole for making him go temporarily bald and costing him $50 from the photo shoot deposit he couldn't get back when he canceled last minute? Top comments. Comment 1. This one made me laugh. I love it when pranksters get their comeuppance. Not the a-hole. By the way, how did you explain your green look at your meeting? Comment 2. Not the a-hole. This story combines two of my least favorite types of people, pranksters and influencers. You managed to humble a person who was both. I tip my hat to you. Comment 3. You, ma'am, are not an a-hole. You're a legend. Not the a-hole. Story 2. Am I the a-hole for pretending I don't know my girlfriend every time she tries to prank me in public? My 34 male girlfriend, 27 female, is obsessed with TikTok pranks. Like, full commitment pranks. She once followed me in a store wearing a fake mustache and trench coat and whispered, "I wouldn't if I were you." The sales staff heard what she said and basically kicked me out of the store, thinking I was going to steal something. I'm seriously fed up with her antics, so after her last prank, I told her, "If you prank me in public again, you will regret it." She started laughing, and I guess she took it as a challenge, cause this weekend, when we went to the supermarket, she disappeared into an aisle for a moment, and then suddenly came out yelling, "There you are, you son of a bitch. I've been looking for you all over town. When are you going to start paying child support? You go around town, driving a nice car, having all the luxuries, and you leave me and little Timmy to starve? You should be ashamed of yourself." I realized some people had started looking, which was making me really uncomfortable, so I turned around and started walking away, but my girlfriend kept going, grabbing my arm and saying I had to feed him cat food, and I couldn't even afford the fancy one. The cat on the label looked like he was dying of gonorrhea. I suddenly spun around and said, "I don't owe you child support, cause we never had a baby. Timmy is your cat, who you fed into obesity. You should worry less about buying him more food, and try helping him exercise instead of sitting on your phone all day, texting your lover." Her eyes went wide, but before she could say anything, I added, "That's right. I know you're cheating on me with Fred, your own brother." She stared at me, slack-jawed, unable to reply. I said, "You people make me sick." Then I turned around and left the store. I waited for her at the car, laughing on my own. When she came in, her face was red and she said, "Too far, Alex. Too far," and then asked me to start driving. Am I the a-hole for playing her own game and winning? Top comments. Comment 1. Not the a-hole. You finally give your girlfriend a taste of her own medicine and it was bitter. She got what she had coming. Comment 2. Not the a-hole, but man, is she annoying. I absolutely despise pranks, and the facts that she kept on pulling them even when you asked her not to means she doesn't respect your feelings. I think you both need to sit down and have a serious conversation about boundaries. Comment 3. Not the a-hole. I could hear the banjo playing in my head when you brought up the brother humping. Cersei Lannister will be proud. Story 3. Am I the a-hole for making my little brother cry? I, 17 male, had a younger brother who's 12. He's really into dinosaurs and has a collection of toys and books about them. The other day, Jack, a friend of mine from school, came to our house for a sleepover. We watched a horror movie, which he doesn't really like because he finds them too scary, but I absolutely love them. Once he had fallen asleep, I turned off the lights and set my prank in motion. Earlier that day, I had swiped one of my brother's toys, a model Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton that glows in the dark. I tied it to the end of a broom and kept the under a lamp most of the day. When I took the broom, the skeleton was glowing really brightly. I started playing some haunting sounds on my phone and started circling my friend's head with a T-Rex. He wasn't waking up, so I decided to bonk him on the head with the skeleton. He opened his eyes, heard the sounds, saw that ghost coming his way, and absolutely lost it. He screamed and flailed his arms wildly, accidentally punching the dinosaur, which went flying across the room and broke into a bunch of pieces. My dad rushed into the room, turned the lights on, and said, "What the heck is going on here?" My brother, whose room is next to mine, woke up with the noise and walked up to my room, still rubbing his eyes. When he saw his precious toy broken on the floor, he immediately started crying. My friend thought the prank was really funny, but I feel bad for making my brother upset, even though I didn't break his toy on purpose. Am I the a-hole? Top comments. Comment 1. That prank was hilarious. I wish I'd seen your friend's face when he thought he was being haunted by an actual ghost. But yeah, you're kind of the a-hole. Go buy your little brother a replacement T-Rex skeleton. Comment 2. You're the a-hole, but a soft one. You didn't have to use your brother's toy for the prank, especially knowing how much he cherished it. Next time, go to a dollar store and get something that glows in the dark, or use one of your own possessions. You better hope that dinosaur skeleton isn't a discontinued item, so you can replace it. Comment 3. Not the a-hole for the prank, but yes, the a-hole for making your little brother cry. Of course you didn't know the prank was going to end like that, but you still took his toy without permission and it ended up broken. I'll be looking for a way to make it up to him. Fast. What did you think of these stories? Do you agree with the reader's opinions? Leave your opinion in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. We are a new channel and we really appreciate your support. We publish stories with new topics multiple times a week. From Reddit Stories Bonanza, we wish you an amazing week.